Okay. All right, everybody. Here we go.
Well, hello.
Okay.
Just been busy killing time by gooning.
Yeah. I've had a hard time getting the juices flowing the last week or so. I don't know what it is. Not thrilled about it. So apparently Josh Giddey got caught with an underage girl or something.
Whoa, what the?
That's what I've been hearing.
Josh Giddey. I mean, when they say underage, do they mean like herp to derp underage, or do they mean like actually underage?
I'm not sure. I just saw
And
it. I haven't looked
the
deep into
reason
it
I
yet.
say that whole thing is like it genuinely bugs the crap out of me. It's still illegal, of course. And you can make arguments for it's morally wrong and all this kind of crap for like a guy who's like 21 being with a 17-year-old. But calling him a pedophile is not just a stretch, but it's fucking offensive to fucking call him that. Because it's like when you hear that, you should be thinking of Subway Jared, who confessed to being with girls as young as 9.
Yeah, I get it, but it's still a very stupid thing for him to be doing.
Oh no, I completely agree with you there. That's why Matt Araiza, even though he was he wasn't guilty of committing the heinous crimes that they accused him of, that girl was still like right on the edge. So he never should have been involved in that kind of situation in the first place.
So I haven't looked into the situation too much, but I guess there's a thing with so that would be an interesting wrinkle into the Thunder season.
Now let's see here. Yeah, Josh Giddey's 21. And underage girl, first video is talking to her brother. This is disgusting, man. Needs to be punished, blah, blah, blah. Girl's a junior in high school. Yeah, she's either 16 or 17. If she's 16, then it's even more of like, bro, what the fuck were you thinking? But if she's 17, especially if she's 17 and like didn't just turn 17, but like she's a lot closer to turning 18 than she is to her 17th birthday, then like, bro, calm the fuck down.
I don't want you to lose yourself.
Because the same exact incident and relationship would have been perfectly legal and no one would have batted a fucking eyelash if you just waited 6 months.
Said it was I saved your
So I completely agree with you that this, like, this is not a situation you need to be getting yourself into. This is dumb. Especially if it is a case of like true love and shit, then just wait it out. But people are gonna call him a pedophile for this, and it's like that's when you should be thinking about like Subway Jared, not this. That is just really offensive, man.
You know, Josh Giddey is the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double.
That's pretty cool.
And I think it's worth noting,
you know,
the oldest player to ever record a triple-double is Carl Malone. So
nice. Yeah. That's pretty good. No, I'll say this. Like, people are talking about he's involved with an underage girl. I hadn't even realized. No one's talking about him having had sex with her, which is the only thing that's illegal. They're just saying that he's in a relationship with her, but as long as they're not having sex, it's totally fine. And the reason that I say that is because this is, like, Josh Giddey's a good player and he's white. They're obviously just trying to tear an innocent white man down. I already know it's coming. No, but yeah, like fucking, I'm reading in the comments thread and everyone's talking about him being a pedophile, and it's all like he's fucking 21. Not only that, he just turned 21.
Stop! Not
His
legal.
21st birthday was last month.
Get it off of him!
No one is accusing him of having had sex with this girl. Just that he appears to be in something of they basically look like a high school relationship. You know, there were plenty of high school relationships I saw where people were just like making out and puppy love kind of shit. There was no sex or nothing going on, and I bring that up because again, that is what is illegal. But like, even though that's illegal, you still have the ability to marry a girl who is under the age of 18 if you have her parents' permission. So think about how fucking stupid that is, where if her parents said, yes, that's perfectly acceptable, okay, and then the two of them got hit, and they'd call him a pedophile for that, when that word needs to be reserved for Subway Jared kind of shit. Because that is a loaded word, that's a very damaging term, that's incredibly damaging to throw on your reputation, and you know that they're doing this to tear him down. It is horseshit. No one's accusing him of having had sex with him. Not only that, it's deepening the Karl Malone thing, because everyone's comparing him to Karl Malone. Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old girl. This girl is 17.
Yeah, to be clear, I was
There's like barely a... Oh, that's totally fine. I know that you were making a joke, but like everyone is making the exact same joke, and I'm like, bro, don't do him like this. This is insane. Everyone's saying he's going to prison, all this kind of shit. It's all like no one is accusing him of having had sex with him. No one is saying that he did something illegal. Literally, the videos is just like on his Instagram, he's hugging her.
Alright, so this is an interesting twist. So, Harry put the symbiote back on, and now he's Venom, and now I'm playing as him, rampaging through Oscorp. So I guess they are going to say that at least initially, Venom was Harry. I know Eddie Brock is in this game in some capacity, but I guess they're doing the slightly modified Venom origin story, which...
That is really lame and faggy, and I hate that they do that because there's literally no reason to do that. And the reason that there's literally no reason to do that is because Eddie Brock's in the game. You don't need to rewrite Spider-Man origin stories and history just to do this crap. And more importantly, the Green Goblin or the Hobgoblin doesn't exist in this game. Wouldn't it have made just as much sense if Harry was sick, that his dad invented basically what he invented in the first Spider-Man Raimi movie, where it's like a super soldier serum kind of thing, but it's all like, yeah, Harry, I made this serum, it's supposed to make you stronger, so this way your body can fight the cancer. But then it made him, you know, he started developing psychosis and schizophrenia, and then suddenly, bam, Green Goblin. That's perfectly fine and acceptable. It tracks, it works within the established lore. Literally, they just want to do this to be different. Just so they can sit there and say, yeah, we decided to make Harry Osborn Venom. We thought it was more dramatic and it would have more of an impact between Peter and his relationship with his friends. That is so fucking stupid.
Well,
because you already have all...
answer because Venom is the most popular Spider-Man villain and they wanted to make this movie?
Yeah, and Eddie Brock's in the game too. But then they can't do the standard story because remember, Eddie Brock and Peter Parker were rivals in the first place because they were both competing journalists. And for whatever retarded reason, they don't want Spider-Man to be a journalist in this game for whatever reason. They gave MJ that job, so then he'd have a reason to play Super Spy, apparently. The writing in this game is absolutely atrocious. I mean, I know, I'm sorry to be dumping on it like this, but this is the problem that I had with the first Spider-Man game. It's the problem I have here. I'm watching you play the game right now. This is cool. But it would be just as cool if you're playing as Eddie Brock. More importantly, think about how popular the Venom movies are right now. Wouldn't people want to play as Eddie if they made him like the same kind of character? Where Venom's an anti-hero?
And I'm just gonna say it, the Venom movies are not even good, but they're popular because they're fun. Like,
Exactly! They're a guilty pleasure kind of movie, you know? People just enjoy them. It's a fun popcorn flick. You have a good time. You're not gonna sit there and be like, wow, that was absolute Kino. Definitely deserves the Oscar for Best Picture. Well, what the fuck do that? It's just about having fun. And I say all that because, you know, like what you're doing right now, it looks like fun. I'm sure lots of people played this exact scene and are like, this is really fun. But what it's also doing is insulting your intelligence the whole time and deserves to be criticized the same way that the Venom movies, you know, they deserve, you know, if anyone sat there and said, oh yeah, those movies really do have excellent writing, you'd be like, are you fucking retarded? And for this kind of shit, it's difficult for me to enjoy it because they don't present a good reason for having changed established lore. They're not making an original story. They're not trying to delve into their own concept of, you know, like they're creating their own characters. They're using established characters that have been around for decades, playing around in a universe with a lore that's been around for decades. And then they're just changing all this kind of crap around in ways that don't make any sense because they just want to be like, well, in our game, Harry is Venom, not Eddie Brock.
and I'm guessing the
Okay,
symbiote
good for
finds
you.
itself to Eddie Brock by the end of this game. Like, maybe it's even like the teaser, I don't know, or like, oh, Eddie Brock finds the symbiote, becomes Venom, and he'll be in the next game. But, yeah. It's, interesting.
Tragically bad. Just ugh. You know, it's all this kind of crap. Like, I didn't like The Last of Us 2. You know, obviously, and when you were playing it, I dumped on it a lot. But at the same time, the story of The Last of Us 1, I didn't exactly like that very much either. But they were creating their own story. So you're able to take it like, well, you know, I didn't enjoy it all that much, but, you know, I respected what they were trying to do. It's a different concept compared to, okay, so now we have a bunch of different people on the dev team who are all trying to push their own political agenda, so as a result, Last of Us 2 sucks because all these people are just trying to shit all over what was made in the first game because they weren't the ones who made it.
Yeah, I mean, I
And it
think
just comes
Last of Us
across-
Part 1 has a very simple story. It's just presented well, but I don't think that story is anything extraordinary. It's just delivered.
Right. And it doesn't have to be original or groundbreaking, it just has to be well done. Which is something that they don't ever want to do in the creation of any kind of media these days. It's why the entire games industry scat all over Baldur's Gate 3 as hard as they possibly could, because they weren't doing an original story. But they did it exceptionally well. They actually put effort into it. And tired of just actively being insulted by the people who make this stuff. It's like, it's easier for me to handle it in this game because I certainly didn't buy Spider-Man 2. I didn't pay money to play it, so whatever. But that's why I have like an absolute hate boner for the first Spider-Man game, is because that game is the reason I'll never pre-order a game again. The whole time I was playing that one, I was being insulted. I was like, ugh.
I mean, here's the thing. Did you see The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Andrew Garfield one?
Yes.
Which had the Green Goblin, with Harry basically having the same story he does in this game. He's got a terminal illness. This thing that is bad for him is curing him, but Spider-Man tries to take it away from him, so Harry takes it and becomes the Green Goblin. So it's the exact same thing, except instead of Venom, he becomes the Green Goblin.
Right, which is what he actually did, so it makes sense. And just that's the whole thing that I mean. It's like it's why I brought up The Last of Us, is that I don't like when people try to change things or to radically shit all over established canon, established lore, to try to do things in a different way for the sake of being different and to shit over what came before for the sake of establishing themselves as their own kind of thing. I hate when they do that just to like try to differentiate themselves from the people who came before. Be like, well, you know what? I know I'm not the guy who made this thing, but you know what? I'm gonna do it my own way. Okay, that's totally fine. Now do it well. No, instead of doing it well, I'm just gonna shit all over the thing that, you know, whoever made it before. So instead of doing a great story with the character Joel, I'm just gonna kill him off and then make you demand that you sympathize with the person who brutally murdered him. Like, what the fuck? Or this shit, it's all like, well, you know, instead of actually doing the story that everyone is used to and then trying to execute it well, and to, you know, put my own spin on things, instead I'm just gonna, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna insult your intelligence by just mix and matching, you know? Since these characters aren't real, they're fucking Legos. I can just put them wherever the hell I want. It just comes off as when you're playing a game like this, it feels like you're watching somebody else play in their own sandbox. When what a video game is supposed to be is the opportunity to create a sandbox for you to play around in.
There's no need to run.
It just comes off as being more important to the people who made this that we enjoy things their way and have their experience compared to, you know, whatever it was that we wanted. So, I said my piece now. I just think that this is incredibly stupid, and it's stuff like this is why I would not recommend people purchase this. If you can play it for free, or, you know, get it on sale for like less than $10, that's a good move, but never spend actual money on pieces of stuff like that. And I'll catch up on chat. Jeffrey, Snacks, do you watch WWE? I used to a long time ago, but not anymore. Why? Did you have a follow-up question there? Or? Stanley says, did the Hawks really crop out Russ in the Thanksgiving dinner pic that was taken from 10 years ago on Twitter?
They probably did.
That'd be hilarious. If it's the same pic that was taken 10 years ago, you know, I could understand them cropping out Russell Wilson, but if that's the case, they should also crop out Richard Sherman. Did they do that too?
Then there'd be nobody.
I mean, there's no way you can crop out his... Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, there's no way you could crop him out completely because like his nostrils are just too large, you know. You just have to completely replace the photo. But,
Oh, really? So, okay. Are they gonna have Venom kill Kraven? Because I'm not a big Spider-Man guy in terms of reading the comics, but I do know there is a comic book plot with Kraven in the Spider-Man lore that is very popular, that featured Kraven dying and engaging with Spider-Man as kind of like his final hunt. So in this game, instead of Spider-Man, are they going to say his final hunt is going to be Venom? I don't know. So let's see here.
maybe.
I used to have like a Spider-Man encyclopedia that like gave a brief rundown of the entire comic book history of Spider-Man. At that time, like, it came out around the same time as the first Raimi movie. So I think that there was a very popular story
of a perfect day. Drenched in fire and blood.
that it was basically his final hunt. And this game has been building up like you're going to do that plot.
You destroyed our world. Hurt our friends. Let your vengeance feast upon my flesh. Yes! Make this my final hunt.
If there will be a Spider-Man movie with Ben Reilly.
How fast are you?
Very well. That would be interesting.
I don't think that they would anymore because I saw someone talking about that exact instance on Twitter a few weeks ago. What they said was with how hard they're pushing Miles Morales and then this Into the Spider-Verse crap, you know, with all the different multiverses, Spider-Man characters, and the Gwen Stacy Spider-Man, and all this other kind of shit. They'll never do Ben Reilly again, because if they want to do an alternate Spider-Man take, they have so many other characters that they could go to do that story that fit better into the Oppression Olympics progressive stack horse shit.
Yes,
They're not going to want to do a story about Ben Reilly when they could do it about Spider-Man 13. Or how the Gwen Stacy Spider-Man, for whatever reason, was adopted as being the trans Spider-Man because, oh, well, her spider suit is the trans flag colors. So Gwen's trans, I guess.
to be worthy of me.
Absolutely pathetic. Forced.
Do you know what it's like to have your body betray you? Weakness will not claim me. If I am to die soon, I will die.
Yeah, that tracks. Guy was the highest rank, was one Mulligan the hardest.
I remember when Gwen Stacy was killed off.
I have conquered every
Spider-Man
land
character.
and tamed nature itself. Man.
Yeah, it's like if Uncle Ben was Spider-Man. Like, that's the fucking point, guys. Jesus.
Me feel it.
That's where women belong. In the graveyard so that men can be their death.
Make me your prey.
Yes. Precisely.
They call it stuffed in the refrigerator.
Nice.
My favorite Gwen Stacy moment was actually from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, since you mentioned that one, when Spider-Man was trying to save her when she was falling, and the fucking web came out of his hand, and it was like, it formed the shape of a fucking hand at the end of the web.
Yeah, that was a little on the nose, but I do think that's genuinely a really great movie. I do think that movie did a great job of that sequence.
Outside of that exact moment, yes. I agree with you. I thought the scene as a whole was good, except for that part. When that part came up, I was in a theater full of people, so like a lot of folks were like crying because Gwen Stacy's dying, and I'm still fucking laughing because of that. It just fucked the entire scene's tone to such a crazy. He's actually gonna kill him. Oh, I thought he was gonna straight up rip his head off.
There's
So, like because the whole movie was about Peter trying to decide if he wanted to be with Gwen Stacy or not, even though her dad specifically told him not to, because he's in danger because of being Spider-Man. And then he decides, I am going to be with her, and then she dies exactly for the reason that her dad said, I don't want you being with her. So he has to like he has to live with that, and that's literally how the movie ends, too. And they never made Amazing Spider-Man 3, so that's just like how that franchise ended, with him failing miserably.
That's why I liked his appearance in whichever Spider-Man it was that was good with the
Way
tiny
Home.
one.
No way, home, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What did I just do?
Because when he showed up, you know, it was actually an opportunity to kind of give closure to a story where I like broke him mentally as Spider-Man, so he stopped pulling his punches and then just started fucking everybody up.
Going to heal
Right.
the world.
And he was also the most self-deprecating Spider-Man there too. So then you had to have Tobey and Tom Holland were trying to encourage him.
I always thought that Sony should have jumped on the success of No Way Home and made Amazing Spider-Man 3, like, started, making it right after No Way Home came out. But I guess they decided to just let that go.
I agree with you. I think if the stars aligned and they had the opportunity to move forward with that, they absolutely should have. Because Garfield coming back to do No Way Home in the first place was like he was excited to have an opportunity to try to close the book on that whole thing. You know, take one last stab at it. I felt like the Amazing Spider-Man 3 would have been an excellent opportunity with what they presented. In that instance, where, you know, he goes back after that adventure, he goes back to his home universe, and then, like, maybe Spider-Man's got, like, a bad reputation for fucking so many people up, and he's, like, put a lot of people in the hospital, maybe even killed a few guys here and there, but then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna try to repair my image and reputation, and would have been something, you know.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, David. Pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I told Joker this and I told Stanny this. Here's my take on it. I think that the Spurs are really being pushed as the new face of the league. That's why the league rigged it so that they get Wembanyama, even though he's a bust, because they were like, oh, well, Wembanyama's gonna be so good. And they're pushing him so hard. You listen to the announcers coping, constantly trying to you cope with just like, oh, well, I know that he got cooked by James Harden on defense, but that was not an easy shot for Harden. It's the exact same shot Harden's made like 10,000 times in his career.
Great. Getting a strong signal that way. Time to move.
And Popovich has never done that shit before. Not only that, but Popovich is one of the guys who's like the most loving of the passionate play in basketball in his career. For him to come out and to say that shit, it's just his marching orders. They want the Spurs to be the new face of the league, and they're trying to make the league have a quote-unquote wholesome, PG, family-friendly image. The head of the referees union said this shit. He actually said this,
It's gotta still be a
that
lottery.
these egregious ejections and horseshit technicals that the referees are handing out is because they're actually trying to take the passion out of basketball. And they're justifying it by saying that kind of thing, by saying passion is what leads to fights, and they want to stop fights before they start. That is the NBA referee's job, is
Such
to
a jerk
stop
to
fights
Harry when I
before
had
they
that
start.
suit.
And they
I
want to
need to
do
find
that
him.
because instead of people
Apologize.
seeing aggressive
He'll try to
black
get
men on
through
their
to him.
television and being, oh god, I don't want my children to see that, they want to see, you know, milquetoast Mr. Rogers. I'd make a Boondocks reference
Closing
here,
in
but I
on
don't
you,
know how
buddy.
many
Help's on the way.
how many
Hang
of
in
you
there.
even watch the fucking
We'll
thing.
get
But
this
like
thing
that
going.
kind of
And I'll work with your
black,
dad
they
and
want to
Dr.
have
Collins
that
to
on their
get you fixed
TV,
up.
being the face of the league. They're
Somehow.
hoping Wembanyama can be that, you know, family friendly, you know, good with kids, role models, all this kind of shit. And
Signal starts
that's when you
moving.
have Popovich come
Stay
out
there,
there and
buddy.
say a bunch of shit that you never would have
Let's
ever
pinpoint his
imagined him
location
saying
more.
before, because he gets told to do that. Oh, could you stop
Gotta be under
booing?
that overpass.
Be a little more classy than that. This is the same guy who fucking told his team, I want you to get nasty out there,
What
and
is
then
all
Robert
this
Horry
stuff?
hip-checked Steve Nash into the fucking announcer
Harry,
table. Like,
back here. Damn, just his badge. Maybe he's still around here somewhere. I know he'll listen to me if I can just
fucking
get
90
through it.
years old, and he's like, could you guys stop booing? After he's been coaching for 30 years, could you stop booing?
Yes, there you are.
I mean, Kawhi
Thank God the
Leonard
fans just
did
booed even
kinda-
harder.
Kawhi Leonard did kind of tell the Spurs to fuck off.
Hey, Harry. Can you hear me?
Not only that, they weren't
We're
We're
booing
gonna
Co-
figure out a cure. Something
Right,
better.
there's plenty of reason for the Spurs fans to boo Kawhi. But more than that, they were booing everybody. They're the visiting team, it's playing your team, and you want them to lose. When is the last time you've ever seen a member of the road team, regardless of who it is, shooting free throws and not getting booed? Like ever.
Extra symbiote strength right now.
What the hell is this now?
Yeah, that wasn't Venom. That was. This is like. Oh, God. Harry, don't make us
More.
fucking clones. Harry, I'm gonna
Did
kick
Harry
your ass.
turn these people
Right.
into symbiotes somehow?
They completely lost the plot.
Terrific. How do I
What a
stop
plot.
them without hurting them?
Doing the fucking Nurkic a few weeks ago, no one even cared, and Portland bad. Like, exactly. Like, you're gonna boo a guy that you don't like, you know, if you got reasons to not like him. Like Ben Simmons, 1,000,000% of the time will get booed in Philly. He deserves to be. But whatever team Ben Simmons is on is also going to get booed in Philly. The fucking least minutes playing bench warmer is going to get booed because they're the visiting team. So everyone's focusing on Kawhi getting booed, but it's like, dude, literally everyone on the Clippers got booed. Fucking James Harden got booed. Paul George got booed. Russell Westbrook got booed. None of them ever played for the Spurs because they're playing against the Spurs right now. And they're freaking out. Like, oh, I can't believe they would boo Kawhi. It's like, you know, did these same fucking infants sit there and say, I can't believe the Cleveland Cavaliers would ever boo LeBron? Like, LeBron got fucking booed when he left to the Lakers. And it wasn't because he left them again. It's because he was on the visiting team.
Got your messages.
So, like, Spurs fans have plenty of reason to not be happy with Kawhi. They got plenty of reason to boo him, but they were booing him because he's playing for the Clippers, not because he's Kawhi Leonard. But if you're gonna boo Kawhi for any reason, the reason that you should boo him is because he's desperately trying to rehabilitate the image of his sister, who was a murderer.
We gotta stop him. Okay, I've got an idea.
A
That would
cold-blooded
You were under
murderer.
the
That would be a
influence.
very
The
interesting
certain sounds
chant
made you weak.
you'd
That
have to
bell.
come up with to make
But
sure
we
you
can't
deliver
just
that point
carry it
home.
around. No, but I have this mixing app on my
Sister's a
phone. I
killer.
can recreate the bell sonic elements.
Sister's
Then
a
we can use it
killer.
against Harry and his army.
I mean,
Sister's a
Glad you
killer.
decided to
there
study
was that
music
one
tech.
Pacers
Feel free
fan
to share
who
that
was
opinion with the
yelling
college
at
acceptance
LeBron, I
board.
hope your kid dies in a car wreck or something. And then
What's up,
LeBron
Yankee?
got
There
kicked
you
out
are.
of the stadium.
Your mom and I
I
are
imagine
looking for you.
Kawhi would
And I was looking for
probably
you.
not be okay
I
with that.
texted you I was okay.
Well, I didn't get it because we've been on
But
the
if the
subway
entire
looking for
arena
you.
was doing it,
Glad you're okay. I'll ride with your mom back home. Can you meet us?
Gotta deal with something first. But I'll be there as soon as I
Besides, that's
can.
not saying I hope your kid dies in a car wreck. It's saying saying a factual statement, hey, your sister committed murder. For those of you who don't know, Kawhi Leonard gives his entire family, which included his sister, massive
Gotta recreate the
allowances.
sound of Craven's bell.
Humongous allowances.
What sound
In
can I
total,
use
they're
around
all
here?
given allowances up in the 7 figures. He gives a shitload of his money to his family to take care of them. And his sister, getting that huge allowance money and living a lifestyle that she never would have been able to live if it hadn't have been for that,
Same shape
still
as Craven's
murdered
bell.
an 88-year-old
Even if it's
woman
a
in a
10 size.
casino bathroom so that
Serious
she could
echo chamber.
steal
Good
$1,200
handy.
that the woman
How
had
do I
on her.
get the bell into that hangar?
Now, $1,200 is a lot of money to regular people,
That
but to
dinner was
millionaires,
promising.
$1,200 is
Drop
not a
out
lot
and
of
get some
money.
nice
It's
residence.
especially not a lot of money when it comes to, oh, I don't know, murdering someone for it. So that's just a case if you're a complete sack of shit psychopath who needs to go away forever. And Kawhi Leonard's bright idea is to rename all of the charity foundations that he's part of in honor of his sister, so that her name would be associated with charity and making things better for people in the world
There's
instead
the
of her
engine.
murdering an
No
88-year-old
power.
woman for $1,200.
Here we go.
When I heard that shit, I completely lost all sympathy and respect for
Yes.
Kawhi Leonard, because I can understand, you know, family's family and still loving them anyway in spite of what they've done. But, like, remember the kid that did the Sandy Hook and how fucking, like, it was the worst day of his father's life when he divorced his mother. He wasn't even in the kid's life at all. Just one day he's coming home from work and there's a shitload of news vans in his driveway and they're like, how do you feel about your son killing a bunch of children?
Gotta remember there are people in
Do you
there.
think that guy would go on to, like, start a charity foundation and name it after his murdering kid to try to rehabilitate his image? No. Like,
The Subway Jared Playground.
exactly.
The Subway Jared Playground.
Yeah, who the fuck's gonna
Gotta finish off this
who the
week
fuck's
before
gonna
we
enroll their
show
kid
up.
in the Jared Fogle Daycare
Got a
Center
good
for
bell sound. It's a little
young
harsh.
children?
Gotta layer in some mids. Yes, recorded it. Almost done.
Just need a low frequency boost.
So, like, there's nothing wrong with still loving your family,
Something like
but at that point, just out of, like,
a helicopter's blades.
common decency and
Gotta get
respect
up
for the
here.
public, you're supposed to keep the love that you still feel for them fucking quiet, not talk about it, and certainly not be trying to shove that shit in people's faces at every opportunity. That's just despicable.
Okay, I don't know how I didn't just pulverize Miles Morales there. He definitely swung
Needs to be
through
right up to the
those
rotor.
helicopter blades. I definitely
Yes,
swung him
got
right
it.
through those rotor blades, and somehow he's still
Here
alive.
come more!
I'm kind of scared to ask what the official reason would be, because Disney, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, thinks that an appropriate explanation for, wait a minute, how did that black woman just magically start flying? Literally, the answer was use black
Follow
romance.
me uptown. Could use your help.
I'm on my way.
But I don't want to know what their justification for that would be. I don't.
Figure out how to weaponize them.
I've got a plan for that. Be there soon.
So I'm pretty sure I haven't been keeping up, but I think Morbius is going to end up outgrossing the Marvels, which is
Yes.
like there should be. I mean, if interest in the MCU is even like 20% of what it used to be, there should be an automatic amount of money that a Marvel movie makes just because people want to know, okay, what's going to happen next. Like, I might not give a shit about this movie, but I'm still going to see it because I want to know what's going on with the next movie after that.
Yeah. For opening weekend, the transition from opening weekend to the second week was not just the worst in the history of Marvel movies, but it was one of the worst drop-offs ever. They needed to gross another $57 million to gross more than Morbius, and in their second week,
Come on, Pete.
they went
Where
from
are you?
like 70-some million an opening weekend to 8 million,
I'm here.
and that's
What'd I
worldwide.
miss?
Very funny. Let me transfer these sounds.
Hopefully this'll help.
Absolute bomb.
Come on.
As if that isn't enough, they're all talking about how, oh, well, this is the fault of incels and straight white males for not liking an all-female superhero cast. So they try to cope by saying that this was never going to be financially successful because it was an all-female cast and people are just bigoted, blah, blah, blah. And they've immediately started production on yet another all-female cast for one of these Marvel movies.
That's more like it.
Like, you're announcing to your investors that you literally expect to lose money on this. And yet you're
If you
continuing
do
with
it
production
well,
anyway.
If you do it well, it will work. Like the Barbie movie made a ton of money, but it has
Yes,
happened.
which is completely right, which is completely true. But they're coping. They're saying in public the reason the Marvels performed bad financially is because it was always going to do bad financially because it was an all-female cast and audiences are too bigoted to allow this to happen. This was the fault of straight white males and blah blah blah. If you genuinely think
Good
that,
thinking.
Subway is
why
messed
would you
up.
try to
Train
do
is
it again?
totally stuck. Like goo on the windows.
Yankee?
Rick Douglas Circle. There's a bunch of us.
Yankee, we're on our way.
They really need to get like a class action suit by all the Disney shareholders, just like fucking
Why is Harry doing this?
get this under control.
Creating
My
all
God.
these things.
I don't think Harry's the one doing it. At least not
Absolute
the Harry I
insanity.
know.
Then who is? The symbiote?
Yeah. I'm no expert.
Yeah,
Seems trying to make itself a new home.
shit's already getting exaggerated. Again, that girl is 17, and people are like, oh my God, Josh Giddey fucked a 14-year-old. Like, he's not being charged with anything. You know, his girlfriend might be 17, but all that's on social media is just that he's hugging her. So, like, her parents obviously know about the relationship and haven't called the police. But everyone's like, oh my God, she's 14. Like, what the fuck?
Harry? That's Harry?
Where'd he go? We'll find him later. Right now,
I did not
we
know
need to save your
Venom
mom and
had
Ganke.
create more mini-man powers.
Watch yourself! Harry looked a lot different than you did when you had the suit. I think that would have been me eventually. Save me!
Yeah, again, they don't give anything resembling a shit about the actual lore of Spider-Man, so obviously they do this kind of crap. But, way back in the
Get
day,
in there! We will! As soon as we clear the area.
Carnage, the other symbiote, used to be a part of Venom. It's extremely difficult for the symbiote to actually split off and reproduce like that.
Yeah, the doors are stuck. We gotta move these tendrils
Yeah,
somehow.
I know a little bit about Carnage.
So it's just fucking wild that it's like, okay, so Venom reproduces one time and it creates one of the most powerful supervillains that Spider-Man has to deal
Let's
with.
hit a nerve.
And then in this game, Venom reproduces 1,000,000 times and it takes over the entire fucking city of New
Not
York.
enough. They're still trying
And
to get into the
Spider-Man
trains.
can easily
There's
handle
gotta be
it
another
with
nerve cluster around here.
Black Boy magic, apparently. Like, what the fuck?
Oh wow. Too big for a single sonic burst.
I do
Think
know
we can
one
chain some
spoiler
together?
for the end of this
Yeah.
game,
We don't need time to sync
and I
up.
think I see how they're leading into it. I do know that at the end of this game, Peter Parker retires from being Spider-Man.
How much time does it need?
Bro, you hear that?
Wow,
How
that's
much
gay.
time?
A minute?
They're just announcing that for Spider-Man 3, you'll never see Peter Parker again.
He'll probably come out of
New hero
retirement,
special coming up. These things really don't want us here.
but they're at least trying to make Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Good one.
Just him. But, I mean, you don't want to go backwards, right? Like, if this game had you play 2 different Spider-Man, the next game would have you play as, like, 18 different Spider-Man.
Nice job.
It'd be like the Stone Top comic, where you had Confederate flag Spider-Man.
God, if only.
I don't like this. That's too close. That's good.
These games are such trash, I have to say it.
Nice.
Mrs. Obama, get down.
We need to stop these guys now. Those people are counting on us. They're shooting stuff at us.
I know. Just keep moving.
We need to defend the weapons to save the train. Almost there. Just need one more to sink.
Great.
Miles, can you hear me? Just hang on.
We see you. You can do it.
Coming in hot.
Just a few seconds longer.
Let me see here. So nice having my 3 videos scheduled for upload tomorrow already, so I don't even have to worry about it.
Say that again?
It's nice having 3 videos scheduled for upload tomorrow, so I don't even have to worry about it.
Oh.
Like, we're all just good to go.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
We did it. Let's get to your mom and Ganke.
Spider-Man. You're okay. What
Hey,
happened?
she actually
Took your
remembered to not
advice.
call me by my first
Let go
name.
of some things that didn't serve me.
Mom's actually keeping the secret identity.
Come on.
Mad props. Most moms probably would have
That really
spilled the
sucks.
beans right then and there, and then I would have had to kill everybody on
My
this subway
life was
cart.
flashing before my eyes.
You're good, man.
Exactly.
That time when we went mini golfing for my birthday and I got that hole in one to win, I cheated. I picked up the ball and dropped it in when you weren't looking, and I.
You were 8. And honestly, I never liked the sandwiches you traded for at lunch, but I went along with it because I knew how much you loved my mom's banchan, and I'm seeing someone new, by the way. Her name's Andy, and she's great, and please don't kill me, but I just thought of a sequel for Sweet Nonagon, and
Wait. Andy from Kim? Oh, she's real cool.
Thanks for saving us. Look, I'm sorry I've been so busy. I'll do better. Make the time to hang out.
Be careful. Genki, let's get uptown. I'll make you something good for dinner.
Wo ist mein Tag?
Next
Wo
step,
ist mein Tag?
find Harry.
Wo ist mein Tag? Okay.
Oh, just my turn. What is my time? What is my time? What is my time?
All right. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
This is great, man. All the people defending Popovich are Raptors fans, and all the people calling him senile is literally everybody else.
Well, I'm looking for Harry.
What a class act from Popovich. Profile picture is a Raptors logo. Oh man.
My initial thought was he was sticking up for Kawhi. But if he was just like saying like stop booing in general because booing is classless, that's really, I mean, it's not okay either way, but if he's actually just saying like you should never boo,
once the epicenter
that is
for New York.
bizarre.
Now, the
Yeah,
scene of
that
a
is
deadly
just
crime.
utterly senile behavior.
Unless you've been
And I'm
living
like,
under a
look,
rock. You've seen
and
photos
enough of the
these
faggoty
archives.
fucking. Oh, we need to
We've
behave
learned
like this, and we
Sergei
need to behave like that. You know, no,
also known
fuck
as
off.
Kraven,
Like,
leader of the Hunters, has been brutally murdered by a monstrous unknown assassin.
Popovich obviously would rather be spending his golden years like this, sucking off random men of the glory hole.
The
Or, you know, I say they should just let him go.
homicide was sporting the same damn spider logo of New York's own Spider-Man. The day I've prophesied,
You know what's really boo-worthy
and
though is the
rightly
job he's
feared
doing with this team
may
that
have
was,
come
according to
to
many people, a
Spider-Man
fringe
has
playoff
perhaps
contender in the West because of the
transformed
addition of one.
into a
Hey, need a dance partner?
yeah,
I've been waiting.
unironically, that's definitely the truth. I think, considering what we're seeing happen with Patriots fans and Belichick, I think it's a lot easier to imagine that people would rather blame Pop having gone senile and he doesn't have it anymore as a coach, and accept that Wembanyama is actually not as good as they were hoping he'd be.
I mean, I've been on Spurs fans like forums and stuff. They even back in like Tim Duncan's prime and you know the big three prime, they bitched about Pop constantly. And that's really the thing that kind of made me realize if you're a fan of a team and you watch your team in every game they play, every single moment, you're going to notice all the bad things that they do that no one else does because they're not paying attention the way you are. So even the best coaches do a lot of things that are stupid, and the fans are gonna notice it in a way that nobody else does.
Right. You'll also end up with people being removed from the context of that team in comparison to the rest of the league. But then they'll bitch nonstop about things that they really ought not to be bitching about because they don't know how much worse it is for everybody else. And I'm sure we can think of plenty of examples of that.
Absolutely. All right, let me see here. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm guessing I have to clear out all this symbiote crap before I can continue the main quest, so this should not take that long, but I'm guessing that's why there's no main quest marker. I need to get rid of these tools.
Genki? What's up?
Hey, Mr. Parker. You've been dealing with those fire cult guys, right? The followers of the flame?
Yeah?
I'm seeing reports on social media say they spotted a few of them on a rooftop in Brooklyn. I'll send you the details.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Genki. Is the Crimson Hour about to start?
Dude, I'm right on top of the fucking waypoint. What the hell? Where's the heck?
Beef. Oh.
Eat my butt. Oh, it's the nest itself. Okay. I see.
Symbiote nest. Better check it out. Sonic
Hey, remember the
Burst.
Forever Steamed
I'm
Ham,
sort of-
Steamed Hams AI thing?
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh man, oh God for the harvest, help me. It was so unexpectedly wild.
God fucking damn it. I am so goddamn fucking tired of my roast getting fucking ruined by this fucking up.
Can't let up. Gotta save these people.
You just imagine, you know, one day Spinner's had it. It's exactly that reaction.
Just a little while longer.
What?
Speaking of smoking weed,
I dodged that. Fuck you, motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead.
speaking of smoking weed, that actually reminds me of reading this post on Twitter. There's a Reddit post from that subreddit Roast Me,
Can't let up.
where
Gotta
this
save these
one girl, you know, she was posting, she said, roast me. But she was a very attractive young woman. And it was obvious between what she said in her post and the way that she took her picture that she was just fishing for compliments. And sure enough, you know, the top rated comment in that thread was her saying, I said roast me, not flatter me. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much. And this guy ends up getting banned from the subreddit because he's all like, you want me to roast you? Okay. And then he just fucking went in. And he was just like, this is obvious that you're just baiting for attention and fishing for compliments because you're an attractive young woman. You know, you say in your thread that all you do all day long is smoke weed and you think that this is a problem. The degenerates here love smoking weed. They just do it non-stop. Just ingratiating you towards these other people. That's not something that you're going to get insulted about. He just, like 17 paragraphs of just ripping this girl to fucking shreds. And then he got banned from subreddit for everything. Like, the name of the subreddit is Roast Me. I roasted her, and then... Absolutely wild. But yeah, these hoes are out of line, and someone needs to put them in check. You'll love to see it.
Maybe Harry's back at his place. Can't hurt to check.
Oh, cool, we have a main mission now. I'll clean out this nest real quick, but I do want to focus on the main plot now. Like, I like this game fine, but I've done about as much side stuff as I care to do. So...
Another
I
nest.
got animals to cross.
Fair enough.
Okay. Calming breath.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to get a new hard drive for my PS5, one of the bigger ones, and install it, because this hard drive is beyond full.
I'm ready.
Space.
Enough.
So, I hope it's easy. It's pretty easy with the PS4. There.
Well, now's the time to do it. And Black Friday is.
They keep coming.
What?
Bro, have you seen anything on the Steam sales that you give a shit about?
I haven't even checked.
I saw Crusader Kings 3, but I didn't pick it up yet.
I did. It's a while ago. It's an alright game, but still needs some work, just like Victoria 3. North end.
Only a few more seconds!
Alright, let's do the main quest. Get the fuck out of Harlem.
Racist.
Mr. Osborn, are you okay?
I'm worried about Harry. And I have no one else to talk to. He's, not himself right now. And it's all my fault.
It's mine too. Harry told me about his treatment. I knew something was off, but I was just happy he was back.
I should have told him that more.
You still can. I'll let you know if I hear from him, Mr. Osborn.
Okay. I appreciate it, Peter.
No sign of Harry. What's that?
Happy birthday, Em. They say time heals all wounds. That's a lie. Every day without you is worse than the last. If I lose Harry, I don't know what I'll do.
Norman's really hurting. I need to find Harry and save him. Haven't heard from MJ in a while. I should give her a call.
Hate this.
Uh-oh, am I gonna have to play as Mary Jane again?
I love this.
You do?
You've hit the nail on the head. Finally! Top story.
Oh no, Miles got me pregnant. I have to somehow fool Peter into thinking that the child is his, but the jig is up as soon as this kid comes out.
Stuff by tomorrow morning. Drama, controversy, just like this.
Like this.
Get writing!
And I really do not like the way they did Jameson in these games.
MJ!
I didn't get fired from the Bugle. In fact, I think I got a promotion.
They tried making him into some kind of an Alex Jones parody. Meanwhile, just like real life Alex Jones, he's constantly correct.
Great. Hey, listen. Something's gone wrong with Harry.
What happened?
Well,
Hang on, someone's at the door.
it's kind of hard to explain. Just promise me you'll stay away from him, okay? MJ?
I saw that come from a mile away.
Uh-oh.
Harry, what the hell?
She's gonna have 2 babies in her by the time this is done.
Come on, MJ, pick up.
Or 0, because he's gonna
Hey,
eat
it's
it.
MJ. You can leave a message, but why would you? If it's important, just, text.
Please be okay.
Spider-Man, how are you feeling?
Anxious? Panicked?
I meant,
physical symptoms. Soreness? Fatigue?
Yes. Wait, symptoms?
I've been looking through years of research notes. The symbiote channels a collective consciousness.
That hive mind I was in.
Is optimistic. It may still be inside you.
What?
Nothing to panic about, but perhaps you should come to the lab for some tests.
Sounds like something
Can't
to
die.
panic about to me.
Bigger problems. Gotta go. Hang on, MJ.
You know, if Venom takes the baby that's in there out and puts his own in,
Should have been home.
then at least Mary Jane doesn't have to worry about explaining that one to Peter, because it'll be the same ethnicity. You gotta look on the bright side of life.
You're right. This solves everything.
MJ, where's Harry?
Pete,
Why'd you take your mask
look
off,
tense.
doofus?
coffee?
Boy, I sure hope no one looks in your window, like the mailman or fucking guy delivering the
We need to
newspaper or
talk.
some shit.
You must get tired making the world a better place every single day. But I can help. All you have to do is let me.
This isn't you.
Wrong. This is the real me. I finally have the power to realize our vision.
How are Venom powers going to help any of this? Like,
giving up on me?
Unless your goal is to, like, kill a bunch of people, I guess.
We need to get that thing off you.
Do not call us a thing. We are not, Harry.
And they really are doing the whole Venom storyline with Harry. Only Peter Parker had superpowers that he could use to fight Venom right now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's that. Oh, Jesus. He's hotter now. She's actually attractive now.
Better go!
They did. They shortened their jawline. Oh my god.
Show him what he's missing. You can't have her!
Too late.
Green.
MJ.
Huh. I wonder if that's part of Spider-Man canon or lore.
MJ, just talk to me!
I'm done talking! Make it stop! Make
No.
it stop!
Also, for a minute there, she kind of looked like a fucking Queen of Blades Kerrigan.
Oh, yeah. From anyone!
Validation? If this is about your job!
It's about me! Yay! It's not my job or this stupid house! And for once, it's not about you!
About me? MJ, what do you mean?
You stay out of this! I'm finally in control!
How is that not a counter?
You don't want to hurt her!
How how
can
the
fight
hell
this,
did
MJ!
you turn
Always
MJ
patronize
into like
us.
the hardest boss I've fought this whole game yet? Like the other minions that you created were like, you hit them 3 times and you're good. This one is like the hardest villain I've fought so far. It's harder than Kraven.
Oh my god. Instead of Carnage, Venom's actual offspring is gonna be this one.
He does look a little like Carnage, I
Still
guess.
think you're stronger, do you?
I mean, I'm not against it because, again, it made Mary Jane unironically more attractive in this game. But
MJ, just talk to me!
I'm done talking! Done begging for validation! Make it stop! Make it stop! I'm done talking! Done begging for validation! From you! From anyone!
Validation? If this is about your job!
It's about me! Hey! Not my job or this stupid house! And for once, not about you!
About me? MJ, what do you mean?
You stay out of this! I'm finally in control!
I can't leave MJ like this. I don't want to hurt her. MJ, it's me!
We have had enough!
there we go, first health bar down.
Look at what you're doing! This isn't control!
I'm in complete control! Pete! What's happening to me?
Imagine what the sack would be like. Imagine what the sack would be like.
Don't listen to those voices! They aren't telling the truth! I heard them too! I know how it feels!
Always about you! You can't keep a job! You can't pay the mortgage!
I have a job! With Harry! We'll be okay!
And for how long? There's only one job you care about! Spider-Man!
That's not fair! People need me! You know that!
What would the city do without Spider-Man? Look how it's doing with you!
I can still fix this! I always do! We always do!
I always come second! I live in your shadow where my dreams turn to dust! That is the truth!
What are you saying? You do make a difference! What you do matters! Don't let it control you!
No more!
remember
this is
your
literally
book?
like the
You
most
said you want to help people.
Nobody read it.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. That was funny.
Well, what else?
Peter's trying to get her to remember who she is, so he's like, "Remember that book you wrote about how much you want to help everybody?" And then Scream just goes, "Nobody read it." Because it sold like 42 copies or something.
Oh, that's fucking outstanding.
So that was
well, yeah, I mean, that's how fucking stupid this shit is. They live in New York City, so just some random person's never gonna get noticed. But MJ in the comics was fucking supermodel. If he wrote the book, people would have read it. Random works for the fucking, like, my god.
It would have just had to be a book full of her feet pics.
Exactly.
I read it.
It reminds me, I saw this one fucking... Oh, I'll wait till you do it. It was really funny.
Looking for answers, please, because you lost a job or can't pay a bill. I write words I don't believe in for a man I despise, so you can be happy. Oh, the pain! I write words I don't believe in for a man I despise, so you can be happy.
I didn't realize. MJ, you can quit. I can figure something out.
I can't trust you. I can only rely on us.
No, I'm sorry, MJ. I was wrong. You don't have to trust me, but please trust yourself.
Let me do what I have to do.
You're right. I've been selfish. I was so wrapped up in my own life. I never
I like how
thought
they're
about
actually
yours.
having this heartfelt talk
But
about
let's
their
handle this
relationship.
MJ's way. Let me help you fight this. Just talk to me.
Shut up.
Close. Oh, I got close.
You
Anyway,
always
go ahead.
were arrogant.
I'm looking for this thing right now, but what it was like is,
I read it. It helped me.
one being like, there's two kinds of guys in the world, and, one guy had his number wasn't saved, so it was just a phone number, and it said, "What kind of flowers can I buy you?" And then the other one was a saved contact, it had his name there, and it was all like, "Oh, I've been spending all day thinking about sucking your toes. When are you gonna post more on OnlyFeed?" Or like some foot fetish.
Looking for answers. Aloud. Looking for... Looking for answers. Please, because you lost a job. We don't need you.
The city needs you. I need you.
Don't lie to me! Pete! I need you too!
Wow, another stage?
You just want to stay the stronger half! What? Don't feel special anymore?
What? No! You're stronger than me in so many ways! You've been single-handedly holding our lives together! I'm sorry, MJ! I took you for granted!
MJ is gone!
No! You aren't! I'm sorry I caused you so much pain! The house! My job! Our life together! I promised you I'd be better, but I wasn't!
I'm investigating a murder suspect right now, and it looks like a woman who killed her lover. And she's in her apartment right now as I'm investigating it, and she's actively trying to seduce Robert.
Your dreams are just as important as
So I'm like, yeah, I'm like 99% sure you're guilty.
You're just as important.
Well, you can still fuck her first, I guess, right?
Ruled.
I know you're in there.
No more!
MJ, please stop.
Too rough for you! Give up already!
I'm never giving up on you. Don't let it control you.
Damn. Oh man, she had no health left. I had her. Damn. Son of a bitch.
You just want to stay the stronger half!
Wow.
Don't feel special anymore?
What?
I really didn't expect this. She actually had... Wow. Oh my god, game. She actually has a fucking sex dungeon in her apartment.
I'm sorry, MJ. I took you for granted.
MJ is gone!
Pretty sure it's just decoration, but like there's handcuffs everywhere. There are literally chains with cuffs on the end of her bed frame. There's a painting of like it's an old feudal Japanese style painting of a Japanese woman tied up in bondage rope. There's another one of a similar painting. She's got a fucking gimp outfit right here. There's an open closet that's filled with whipped stains right here. Oh my god.
You just want to stay the stronger half! What? Don't feel special anymore?
What? No! You're stronger than me in so many ways!
I'm 99% sure that's a buckler.
Holding our lives together! I'm sorry, MJ! I took you for granted!
MJ is gone!
No! You aren't! I'm sorry I caused you so much
I'm not just the owner, I'm also a client.
My job! Our life together! I promised you I'd be better, but I wasn't! I should have listened! I should have been there! You're a team! Me and you!
Oh my god.
I never want your life to be worse, to make mine better! Your dreams are just as important as mine!
You're lying!
You're just as important!
Enough! Stop! Make it stop!
Lord.
Okay. Finally got it.
This isn't what you want!
How do you know what we want?
Yeah, Big Country, you're right. The Spurs probably gonna end this season the worst team in the league.
Yes.
Just because Wembanyama's a bust. No, the Pistons are better than the Spurs.
I think I'm okay.
You did it.
Wait. Not yet.
Watson, where are you with my apple fritters? I'm starving, and
Jonah? Kiss my ass. I quit.
Watson!
You're so cool. I thought I'd lost you.
I think I've been lost for a while now. Not just to the symbiote. For months I've been trying to be something I'm not.
I'm glad you're back.
Sorry.
Yeah, the
Wasn't
Wizards are going to be tough to be worse than, with them
And
giving every
I
single
wasn't
big shot
me
to Pool
earlier.
Party.
Pete, Pete, it was like some kind of hive mind in there. I saw you. And Harry, he was going after this rock.
Miles is at City Hall.
Go. I love you.
I love you.
All right.
Hey, you get my text? City Hall is... This is bad, man. Head in there now.
Yeah, sorry. Things got complicated. I'll be there soon.
Do you think this is Harry?
It has to be. I just saw him in Queens. He turned MJ into one of those symbiotes, but worse.
What?
She's okay. She broke out of it. Luckily, faster than I did. Connors thinks I had this...
All
on
right, I
too
guess I
long, and
will finish the Flame
now
side story
some of it
because
is
I do kind
left
of want to see
inside
how
of
that
me.
ends.
You really
And I
meant it
already
when you
did
said
most
things
of
were
it,
complicated.
and that's probably
One
what I'm
thing
going
at
to
a
do
time.
now.
See you soon, Miles.
I hear that. See you.
Reminds me, I owe someone else a call.
Peter?
Hey, Ms. Morales. You, make it home safe? I was just, you know, I wanted to make sure.
We're fine. We're fine. And Peter, we're fine, too. But next time, answer my calls.
Trust me. I'll be on my best behavior.
You'd better be. Now go help my son.
What?
Oh shit. That's pretty neat. So, I caught the actual murderer, and she's trying to commit suicide by cop,
OG Spider-Man looks
but because my engineering skill is high enough, I'm able to realize that her gun's not loaded, so I can take her alive, otherwise she'd
reports that
get
whatever that
popped.
black suit was may now be
Pretty
spreading
wild.
through parts of the city.
Who the hell tries to shoot RoboCop? It's not
connected?
going to fucking work.
Maybe. But right now isn't
Well,
the time
again,
for
suicide by cop, like, you don't want to get taken alive, so you're just like, here, I know, I'll make the machine kill me. There's no way it's gonna
Looks like
notice.
they're keeping watch on that scrapyard nearby. And there's some burned up papers.
Oh, this is even better. I select the option to tell her gun's not loaded, and RoboCop just like, there's no magazine in your pistol.
Great. They're still setting up. But this doesn't look like an Oscorp property. What are they...
The Crimson Hour won't
Oh,
be
man.
long now, my embers. Can you feel it? The unworthy will. Soon enough.
All those innocent people. Gotta disable these bombs before they can hurt. Hurt the civilians in those buildings. I can do this. So this is the Crimson Hour.
God damn.
Burning Brooklyn and everyone in it to the ground.
Did you pull the switch?
Just got back home. Everything was set and we're still on time.
Their confusion will be our greatest ally.
We all knew this day would come. Or at least the worthy did. The unworthy? Look at them. In their apartments, their houses, walking the streets, ignoring the signs that we all see. The visions that we know are infallible. God, we can't be around such ignorance, isn't it? But after tonight, not one of us will have to face it again. Do you remember the day you came and joined your fellow members? I do. Each one was more beautiful than the last. Beautiful. Because you all can recognize the truth. That there is an end approaching and it cannot be stopped. So be proud in front of those skeptics. Those questioners who doubt us. Proud that you saw what they did not. And so you will live while they burn. Maybe I've been too hard on the unworthy. After all, those around us are about to have the honor of witnessing history. The last gasp of their work. So let's leave them. Let them enjoy their ideals and go about their lives. So we can always remember them as one of them.
So much for the quiet approach. Gotta take them out before they detonate the bombs.
No, the full beacon is
do that.
shown his face. Wonderful. Almost everything in my prophecy would come true. Now, audience, can enjoy your film.
I see him! He's here! He's got the flame!
Found you, Spider-Man! Flame is fooled by you, Spider-Man! Could y'all hold on a sec while I defuse these bombs? It's hard to focus on two things at once.
You've got more of that coming!
Remember, he does not win today. You know this. You are all destined to stop him. Do it!
There's no stopping the prophecy!
There is only difficulty in bringing forth the truth, my emperor. Taking your feeling is how we win. We can take the and wield it like the weapon it is.
This will be a great test.
It's the flame, my emperor, for everything burns. The world and the war begins.
Alright, that ended up.
Why are the bombs going offline? you haven't changed your mind!
About saving lives? No! You?
Nope! Still not a fan of killing people!
How many bombs are left?
I don't know! I disarmed 4 of them, but there may be more!
Everything
Coming back! If you have to lay waste to this entire neighborhood,
It sounds like all this is the start of their Crimson Hour!
Good thing I'm stopping it then!
And the fools speaking now!
unworthy of laughing at you, my emperor! Laughing! What are you going to do?
I checked the area earlier. I couldn't find where the flame had brought her.
We can find him together when we're done here!
You can look for my lighter. I stole it at the hospital.
None of you can be worthy until you stop
Something's off. Tonight's what the flame's been waiting for. He should be here.
If you're going to leave, just leave!
Your fate is already decided, Wraith!
After we're done here and I find him, you stay out of my way.
Not a chance!
I think so.
This doesn't have to get ugly again!
Apparently it does.
You think a blade?
Did we do it? Did we actually do it? Oh, tell me. It's gonna hit the tankers.
You've stopped trains before, right?
No brakes. Great. It's not working! Got any ideas?
We derail it.
How are we supposed to do that?
Dude, how far away was that? Right
We're
there.
doing this? Really?
What? I hit the button.
Last shot.
What the hell?
Yuri!
My button prompt doesn't work. Do I control a guy? No. Okay, I guess we're okay. But, I don't think that's what was supposed to happen.
Guess you're gonna have to make up a new prophecy.
Yeah, I guess so, Big Country. I don't know, though. Like, we're not catching the Cowboys,
you and I
don't
met.
think.
One of my Embers told me about his work at Oscorp and this treatment that they had discovered. Who cares, right? A fancy suit that can make you big and strong is just another case of the unworthy trying to cheat death and play God.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought, too. But when devils attack the city, like I prophesied, and Oscorp sent out some of this treatment for safekeeping. I knew it was meant for me.
I know this is a hot take, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think the Seahawks will exceed all expectations and go undefeated in the next 4-game stretch.
And when the Crimson Hour rolls was
Well,
over this
if you
earth.
believe that, you should bet on it because you'll make a lot of money.
Shall bring truth.
Exactly.
Judgment.
The hottest possible take is it's going to come because in the first game tomorrow, Gino's going to go down with an injury, and then Drew Lock will ascend to a level even further beyond. Somehow that'll magically fix all of the problems, even the ones that don't exist on offense. Thank God Drew Lock started quarterback in the team. Our defense has never been better.
Fucking people expecting so much crazy shit to happen this year. Fucking wild. Good.
No wonder he retires at the end of this game. He's a corpse.
Exactly.
He's gone.
And Norman's like, no, you killed
Go
my
underground
son.
just like
Now I
last
have to become the Green
But I'll
Goblin
find
for revenge.
You could have killed him,
Who the hell is Wraith?
but you saved me instead.
I don't know, some vigilante
I told
who
you.
I keep running into
I'm
during
trying
this
to
game.
save the most lives. And you still
I
do
guess
that
she was
pretty
in the
well.
first game, but I don't remember
You gonna turn me in now?
her at all.
What was your score prediction for the game tomorrow? I'm
I'll
expecting
let you know when I find him.
Seahawks 31, Niners 3.
The Flame wanted that train derailed.
Times 10.
So he could get a symbiote. At least we stopped him from taking innocent lives in the process. Hey, Yuri. Do you want help tracking down...
With yet another game-winning field goal as time expires, because we haven't had enough of those this season.
Okay, we are almost fully upgraded.
Fix, but I need some time to myself. Besides, we've taken down a good chunk of his operation, so he'll be going back to the drawing board. I'll start checking his old aliases. Archie Abel, Walter Wackman, Steve Cassidy. But this could take months, maybe even years.
Oh, really?
I'll
So
be ready
that
when you've
guy's
got some.
Carnage.
Thanks.
I couldn't
Okay.
turn her in
I mean,
after
he
she
basically
saved me.
looks like Carnage.
Maybe
so no objection there.
So who was that whose alias was Cletus Cassidy?
He's the leader of this cult called the Flame, and I've been trying to stop him on and off this whole game. And he just got his hands on some of the symbiote by derailing a train and stealing it. So I guess that's how they're eventually going to do Carnage. Not in this game, obviously, but a future game.
The only positive I can think of here is that with Harry dying and them doing that nod to Cletus Cassidy, there's a chance that they actually make Eddie Brock Venom at the end of this game.
I think they're going to do it in the end credits. I think they're going to do it as like the mid-credit teaser or whatever.
Propagating and disseminating to ends unknown. We've heard numerous accounts of missing persons.
Love God, I hope we see more blitzes in this game.
And loved ones mysteriously disappearing. But now believe we can shed some light on the culprits. These vile
Be careful what you wish for.
appear to be abducting us. For what nefarious purpose? We don't know yet. Now, more than ever, we need to look out for each other. Don't go out alone, unless it's an emergency. You could be next. I fear the worst is yet to come.
Alright guys, be right back. Okay, I am back. We're gonna go for a little bit more.
Yay.
Aw, this one's got a cute backpack.
Hey, I just got a message from our mystery bot tracker.
What did it say?
I don't know yet. It's using some weird syntax, and there's gaps in the code. I can figure it out. I just need another iced coffee. And maybe a blueberry muffin.
Okay, we now have all possible upgrades, except for the Miles exclusive ones, which we will probably get most of them by the end here because the level ups are coming so quickly.
Another nest. Last one was rough. 2 hearts on this nest? As if it wasn't horrifying enough. Let's clean this place up. Can't let up! Gotta save these people! I think that's another nest. Okay, let's make some noise.
How am I supposed to do this? They're so fucking far apart. This is impossible. I'm going to clone myself 800 times to be able to do this. Oh, this one's bullshit. No fucking way.
Can't let up. Gotta save these people.
It's so far apart, I can't even get my webs that far, dude. I don't even have a chance.
Thanks for the assist, Spider-Man.
All right, updates. Just found a fascinating research blog from a top Morningside professor. She's calling the creatures we're seeing throughout the city symbiotes, because they live symbiotically with their host. Folks.
Another nest. Last one was rough. This is gonna get
Purdy, I think it's safe to say at this point that Purdy is good. The question mark for me and why we need to hold on is just to be able to know if the Niners offense is just absolute magic and it's making Purdy look better than he really is. Purdy is truthfully a meaningful contributor to that offense being so good.
I mean,
Because the Niners...
Look at Garoppolo. He literally turned into the worst team the moment he left San Francisco.
Right. And that's the thing is that the Niners have a lot of weapons. Greg Kittle's an absolute beast. Christian McCaffrey, I don't think anyone can argue he's not the best running back in the league. And Shanahan's offense has been magic pretty much everywhere he's ever gone, no matter who he had on the roster, who he had to work with. However, Purdy is good because you can't be a complete fucking ape and not be performing at least on the level that he is right now because of the Jimmy G example. He's doing better than Garoppolo was, and like Joker said, Garoppolo, as soon as he left the Niners, turned into absolute ass. So it's a question of, if Purdy left, I think he'd be like a Nick Foles type, a Ryan Fitzpatrick type, where he's like, you know, he's obviously good enough to be like a backup anywhere he wants to go, and easily a starter on any team that's like rebuilding and just not good, and they just need somebody to hold the position down while you know they work on rebuilding in other areas. So I think like worst case scenario, that's where he's at. But as his career goes on, who knows? We may have more to go off of. But when McCaffrey was hurt, Purdy looked like complete shit. So that's definitely a point against him. I say all that to say this: I don't think he's top 10. I think that's pushing it right now. Especially because as far as the top 10 goes, Tua takes up 9 of those spots.
Detonate. Finally.
Yes. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Whoa, that was messed up. Are you a doctor?
No, an EMT.
Spider-Man was hitting you pretty hard.
Hey, if that's what he had to do to get it off me, I'm grateful.
Okay. So... I think that's gonna do it for the night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. I don't think I'll be on Twitch tomorrow, to be perfectly honest. Won't really have time for it. Maybe the early games are gonna suck, I guess.
Yep. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody.